YouTube, it's Mike. Haven't done much for aquaponic videos lately. These are two of my big goldfish and two newer ones in there. These four goldfish I think are going to have to get out of this tank. The two big ones, they actually lived in a pond outside for the summer, and I thought they were goners, and I went and started draining the pond in the fall, and sure enough, there they were. These guys, their issue is they grab at anything in the tank. If I stick my finger in, they will start to go after it. And I just put this thermometer in to get a temperature reading. They went after it. And for experimentation purposes, I don't know if you can see, there's some canes in there. They were raspberry canes, and they've pretty well just destroyed the entire thing. And besides that, there is a pleco in here, and he has not been able to do anything. He's been chased around and whatever, bullied. He's a young guy, so the tank is starting to green up. So yeah, these guys, as far as having plants in the top of the tank, kind of a useless crew. And I do have a little pool I set up in my basement, so once I get my temperatures equalized and whatnot, I think these guys are going to maybe move there. And I need the space for some other fish. Here are my mollies that I just got thinking about this, that every fish in this tank, in this molly tank, there's a few male guppies. The rest are all mollies. Black leartail extra large and some others. These were all actually born here. I lost the last of the old ones a month or two ago. So it's pretty interesting that this is all stuff I've raised, and that's after a fairly good sized die-off earlier in the fall. We had a long-term cool snap that I didn't realize how much it affected the temperature of the water, and it killed off a bunch of them. And still, I have a full tank. In fact, I could probably thin it out. These guys, these goldfish, just reminded me too, the other issue with them, I've topped their tank up again, but they will flick water at you every time you walk past. And you can feed them and walk away and walk up again. They still have food, and they will flick you again as if to say, hey, give us some more food. So trying to figure out what the right answer is, but I think being here, again, they're bullies. They're big and they're pushy, and they need more space, I think, is the other issue. Since my last videos, this is something that I've definitely changed. It's working out alright. This is a styrofoam, like insulation styrofoam. It's really cheap, and in fact I have a bunch of it even that I got for free off the side of the road that would work for this. In here, these raspberry canes are basically filling holes. This is garlic, and that is a celery plant that just died off on me. I think I broke it when I moved it. But I do have my other celery plants in here, the ones I was having the bug troubles with. The idea is I have interplanted all in through here garlic and onions, hoping to do like a companion type thing to help with the insect troubles I had. And the nice part about this is this foam is floating. It's free floating on top of the water, and so compared to this board setup that I had before, I know my celery often had issues when the water level would drop and then the roots would be left hanging in the air. So this is working better. For lighting, what I did was I just made bigger holes, and I'm using these puck lights, 12 volt LED, and that's working pretty cool. Otherwise, regular filter, little heater thing, whatever, a bubbler. I like to get lots of air in here if I can somehow show you. Sort of, kind of. The other thing I did here, that's a big mirror all along the back here, and so hopefully that's going to reflect light back, so my plants are getting it from the front and the back. So that's that. Oh, and back in here, I didn't point this out yet. These are sweet potatoes. They haven't been in there very long, but I'm starting to see some budding. I've tried sweet potatoes before, and usually what happens is I cut the potato and I put it in a half a pop bottle and put toothpicks around it so it'll just sit in the water. And then one, I forget to put water in it, and two, sometimes I've had mold or fungus or whatever start growing, and so I'll start to get shoots growing, and then everything dies and shrivels up, and it's all done. This now is in the floating raft, so they're going to sit at the perfect level all the time, or at least the same level. And hopefully they're going to do fairly well, get some slips started. These guys I'm going to take out. I'm either going to do lettuce or tomatoes or peppers or something, and I can always pull out these others. Use the greens or see what happens. I don't know. They're just, I know a lot of insects don't like garlic or onions, so that's the reason for that. Now real quick, I will make you dizzy and run over here. This tank here is guppy tank. I don't know if you can tell, there are some black young mollies in here that were born a few months ago. But this guppy tank is packed, and I need to get some of them moved around. There's just getting to be way too many. And then there's Mama in her trap here. She's been pumping out babies every couple of weeks, so that's getting a little bit crazy. You might notice the snails that I have. Some of my tanks, they're not establishing very well, especially around the goldfish. So I've actually taken, I have jars just with bubblers in them. This one here's got some, couple of onions and a garlic plant just in a piece of the foam, again floating on top of the water. Bubbler down in here, and I've dropped the odd bit of food down, but not much. And the problem with the jars is it's hard to see inside, but I'm basically breeding and growing snails. No heaters, nothing like that, just letting them go. So that's the update on the aquaponics. Oh, I did plant some more stuff in there. It's just onion and garlics again. We had a thaw the other day. I just grabbed a few handfuls, and me being me, I've decided I better plant them all if I can. So this is where I had my strawberry plants on my other videos, and they were being ridiculous. And basically they had so many insects in them, I stopped watering them until they dried up completely. And then I put the onions and garlic in here, and this is the first time it's had water since then, so about a month and a half. So there's your aquaponics update. Currently not a whole lot of insects around, which is nice to see. And you know, fish are doing well, tanks are staying clean for the most part. Got some more jockeying around to do, and some pumps set up in some bigger planting areas, get some tomatoes and stuff going. And I don't know, it's minus 18 Celsius outside right now, and I'm already starting to think about gardening. So that's how I roll. All right, talk to you. Ciao.